just about that time again. Let's figure out this update. Now we have good news and bad news here in this episode today. To get the bad news out of the way, we do not have a premiere this time around when it comes to this Brawl Talk. That means we have no thumbnail to break down. The dev team clarifies for this episode we are using a new dubbing feature on YouTube, which doesn't work for premieres, so that loses a big chunk of our info that we can normally piece together in this specific episode. It's kind of unfortunate because your boy Ray is in a bit of a gray area here, because there is a very real possibility that maybe sometime soon the dev team will share the actual thumbnail itself socially, or covering this game and being a tier 3 content creator for as long as I have. I feel like it's a very real possibility that they could give the thumbnail to creators to piece together in a video much like this here and not share it publicly. But given the whole integrity of this video as well as the next video to come here on the channel reacting to the Brawl Talk for the very first time, I always stay away from any communication from info when it comes to the Brawl Talk or info on the update when I'm making these episodes. So though it is a possibility, I just can't look at it so I can keep this a fun experience. So without any further ado, let's get straight away into probably the most important piece to start off with, and that is the tweet that came out 52 minutes ago at the point that I'm recording this video. Welcome to the jungle, baby. You're gonna brawl. Brawl Talk comes out tomorrow on YouTube at 15 UTC. Hashtag Rumble Jungle, hashtag Brawl Talk. So if you guys have been watching this specific episode here on the channel quite religiously, you'll know that probably the most important detail coming from the wording here at least is the hashtag Rumble Jungle. That is going to be the name of this next Brawl Pass season. Now with that being said, seeing that the only resource that we have available to us coming out today for new info is this photo here, I think it's very important to cover the photos that were posted yesterday and the day before that, because it's giving us a ton of info as well. I believe there is one really important, bigger detail from this photo alone. As stated in the podcast by the dev team, there is going to be a family being completed in this update. And I think one of the family members is present in this photo here, and that is Fang. And there is more context to that here in this episode to come. A little bit more to support this family getting its final brawler in this update. A lot of the theories with this photo around this figure entering into Detective Gray's office here trying to solve the mystery is that this is Buster. So if that's the case, then leading into this big sneak peek coming out today, we've now had two different circumstances where the cinema trio was mentioned here in Easter egg photos. So we have Buster and now we have Fang here. So I believe this is very intentional to sneak peek this family here. And again, there's more context. But next up, getting into the photo that was released yesterday, where in all honesty, we got a ton of sneak peeks from. It reminds me of a photo much like we're getting today with the biggest Easter eggs within them. It says, the mystery at the hub is coming to an end. There are some small hints about the upcoming season in this post. Let us know what's on your mind. Literally verbatim stating that there are Easter eggs in it. So to go through this as fast as I possibly can as well, once again, we have Spike popping up, our missing Spike. I believe picking up with the actual storyline of his missingness in this photo here. Given the context of this photo, we have the criminals of the mystery at the hub running away from what appears to be some helicopters in the sky, so they are running from the law. We can kind of see the scene here displayed in the photo where maybe Bull and Primo were driving this vehicle, crashing into a light post, running away from the law enforcement or the detectives. Seeing that their car is totaled, they have no other options but to run away on foot. So though it appears they're running away from Spike, I believe Spike is just there looking on from afar once again. But as the mystery went and as we theorized, I believe Spike is missing at this location, or possibly Spike was the good guy all along, picking up on some of these details. The criminals with the mystery at the hub, he was on their case before, like Detective Gray and stuff like that. He caught up on all the craziness that was happening here with this mystery. But next up, getting into some of the bigger details in this photo, we have some tropical trees there in the background. I think once again showing that we are in a jungle theme, the Aztec theme. More Easter eggs depicting different brawlers. We have some footprints there. We have Leon's lollipop, and we've got some eyes there in the background. Now I saw a lot of people thinking that this very well could be Ash, or even I saw some theories about Buzz, but I am almost 100% certain that this is Nita here, given the little slashes in the eyes down there. It's one for one what we see from Nita's mask. Supporting this even further, we have Leon's lollipop. I think it's just showing us that we are currently going to an update that the Shaman Trio is present. So we are going to the home of the Shaman Trio, Bo, Nita, and Leon. And then when it comes to the footprint, I believe we are looking at the footprints of Bruce, Nita's bear. So given that these are Easter eggs and sneak peeks, I believe it is safe to assume that these brawlers very well could be getting skins in this update here. So a skin for Nita, a skin for Leon, and maybe a skin for Bo, even though Bo isn't in this sneak peek here. But it appears we are correct in the fact that the whole mystery at the hub narrative was leading us into this very next update, seeing some key figures from this last update, Bull and Primo, running away to this jungle theme that we are currently getting into. Really, really cool, but that's about it when it comes to this sneak peek photo. But then that gets us to the biggest Easter egg photo that we can get before this Brawl Talk and what we can pull away from it. And you know, if I gotta say, my absolute favorite aspect of this photo is this little piggy. So seeing that we don't have a silhouette to put in the thumbnail, I think I'm gonna put Mr. Piggy in the thumbnail. But with all jokes aside, let's get into the several different Easter eggs coming from this photo here, starting off with the 2 new brawlers. It looks like we were correct in predicting one of the new brawlers coming out here around the corner with the Easter egg. In the fishbowl, we saw this helmet popping up once again in this Easter egg photo. For context, right here, same exact helmet. So seeing that we are getting even more context from this helmet, I thought maybe it was like a adventurer's hat or something like that, but I think this is one for one a like army helmet. So I'm not sure how that is going to translate to a new brawler, but I'm very confident that this isn't the brawler fitting into the cinema trio coming out. But maybe, given the boot here, we have maybe like a soldier of some sort, possibly filling in a brand new family here into the game. I'm not sure where they would fit in a army brawler. Not sure if that would fit into any of the existing families that we have here incomplete so far. But then, I mean, plain as day, smack dab in the middle of the screen and even a beam of light coming down on it, we have this hat floating in the river. This is most definitely a brawler sneak peek, and I believe the brawler that's going to be fitting into the cinema trio, filling out the family with Buster and Fang and this brawler here. And I'm fairly confident it's going to be the chromatic brawler of the season. If you need any further context here that the cinema trio is getting some love in this update and filling out as a family, we even have this emblem here, which is an emblem that Fang has on his character, the popcorn dude here. Here on Fang's default character, we can see that emblem on the front and even on the back there. I think that one a better description of the one that we can see in the Easter egg photo. Once again, it's pretty obvious that the cinema trio is going to be getting some love here with a new brawler. As for other Easter egg elements in this photo, once again, we have a lollipop there. We have all of the shaman brawlers getting an Easter egg within this photo. So that one for Leon, we have Bo's arrows there, and even Nita's necklace here. So another showcase of where this update theme is present in the Brawl Stars universe. We are in the Shaman Trios theme. But other than that, those are the biggest key elements that we have for Easter eggs. I'm not sure what this pig has to do, but it is a foreign thing. I think the nose on the pig is very reminiscent to Buzz's nose. But other than that, really the only other things that we can get from this Easter egg photo are all the other elements that are within the location itself. Looks like we have a continuation to the story from yesterday's photo. We have that crash in the distance of that vehicle. So it appears that Bull and Primo made an escape into the jungle theme, leading us here to this next update. As stated before, the mystery of last season is leading us into this season. Given the fact that we have some do not cross lines, this is a crime scene, so I think that hammers home that notion. But other than that, some other really interesting elements that I like from this photo is it is giving us a look-see as to where this location, this theme is located within the Brawl Stars universe itself. We are in the Aztec theme or the jungle theme right now here, entering into it, but we can also see elements of different themes, much like this one in the background. This is definitely reminiscent of the Jurassic Splash theme. It could just be an element from this jungle theme, the shaman theme, but it looks a lot like it if you ask me. While on top of that, it almost appears that we are getting some biodome vibes as well, with some purple plants in the background and some vine thorny plants as well. While on top of that, it looks like maybe our friend here has met a gruesome end. It looks like there's some bones there in these spikes. So, oof, I don't know what I'm feeling about that. I know it's gruesome, but we do have some green here on the spikes, possibly indicating that maybe this brawler isn't human, this soldier brawler. I know that's kind of a stretch. It could definitely just be moss, but I wanted to throw that out there. Maybe this brawler fitting into the Eve family? I'm not certain. I guess it would make sense given that we have possibly some biodome elements within this picture here. And I think it makes a ton of sense given the Easter egg photo based on the investor video once again. In the sneak peek Easter egg photo, we have a lot of elements that are actually within this frame itself from the themes or the environments here. It appears that we are going into this update theme as we all saw before, even like bridges and stuff like that, which are present in the Easter egg photo, can be seen here in the distance. But close by, we have the biodome theme, which a lot of people speculated upon this structure being the symbolism of that update environment. So that could be a key contributor why we are seeing some of those biodome thorny plants and purple plants. While on top of that, we also have the water park close by, maybe a reason why we are seeing some Jurassic Splash elements in the Easter egg photo. All of those elements are basically painting a picture as to where we are currently at within the Brawl Stars universe, somewhere in here, right, where we can see some of these elements on display in the Easter egg photo. But that is pretty much so as deep as I can possibly get here with the info that was given to us here today, one day before the Brawl Talk. It looks like we're heading into a really interesting update, everyone, and I hope you all are excited for the Brawl Talk sneak peek tomorrow. But there you have it, everyone. Hope you all found this video helpful, trying to tie in some of those loose knots here leading into this next update. Again, be sure to stay tuned for that Brawl Talk breakdown video tomorrow. It's going to be a fun one, I'm sure. But yeah, have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you all in the next one. Adios and take care.